Today I want to look at this version of the elements of Euclid with colored diagrams and symbols. So this is, as it says, a reproduction of a book from 1847. I saw this book in a video, a real copy of it, and it was amazing to look at because, as you can see, what they've done is replaced the sort of numbers that you would have seen in a typical version of Euclid with colors. And so this is very, very beautiful. I like geometry books for that austere beauty they have sometimes. Conic sections and trigonometry provide some really gorgeous abstract beauty. So let's explore. So we'll do book 1, basic plane geometry. I love this. A point is that which has no parts. A line is length without breadth. The extremities of a line are points. A straight or right line is that which lies evenly between its extremities. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. The extremities of a surface are lines. A plane surface is that which lies evenly between its extremities. A plane angle is the inclination of two lines to one another in a plane which meet together, but are not in the same direction. A plane rectilinear angle is the inclination of two straight lines to one another which meet together, but are not in the same straight line. When one straight line standing on another straight line makes the adjacent angles equal, each of these angles is called a right angle, and each of these lines is said to be perpendicular to the other. An obtuse angle is an angle greater than a right angle. An acute angle is less than a right angle. A term or boundary is the extremity of anything. A figure is a surface enclosed on all sides by a line or lines. A circle is a plane figure bounded by one continued line called its circumference or periphery, and having a certain point within it, from which all straight lines drawn to its circumference are equal. The point from which the equal lines are drawn is called the center of the circle. A diameter of a circle is a straight line drawn through the center, terminated both ways in the circumference. A semicircle is the figure contained by the diameter and the part of the circle cut off by the diameter. A segment of a circle is a figure contained by a straight line and the part of the circumference which it cuts off. A figure contained by straight lines only is called a rectilinear figure. A triangle is a rectilinear figure included by 3 sides. A quadrilateral figure is one which is bounded by 4 sides, the straight lines blue and red connecting the vertices of the opposite angles of a quadrilateral figure are called its diagonal. A polygon is a rectilinear figure bounded by more than 4 sides. A triangle whose 3 sides are equal is said to be equilateral. A triangle which has only 2 sides equal is called an isosceles triangle. A scalene triangle is one which has no 2 sides equal. A right-angled triangle is that which has a right angle. An obtuse-angled triangle is that which has an obtuse angle. An acute-angled triangle is that which has 3 acute angles. Of 4-sided figures, a square is that which has all its sides equal and all its angles right angles. A rhombus is that which has all its sides equal, but its angles are not right angles. An oblong is that which has all its angles right angles, but has not all its sides equal. A rhomboid is that which has its opposite sides equal to each other, but all its sides are not equal, nor its angles right angles. All other quadrilateral figures are called trapeziums. Parallel straight lines are such as are in the same plane, and which, being produced continually in both directions, would never meet. That is beautiful. The pictures are wonderful. I love the poetry of this. I've always liked, ever since I encountered it the first time in other versions in English of Euclid, is this. These first three. A point is that which has no parts. How could you come up with a simpler and more elegant way to explain the idea that the point is just a location, and that's all? No length, no width, no depth. So this is very beautiful, very beautiful. People used books like this, really this book in different versions for a long time. This was the standard geometry textbook in many countries for centuries. Even today, the modern sort of geometry we do still has some proofs and theorems and that kind of thing, which come from this early Euclidean type of geometry. Even today, though really in math education we're getting more towards a practical kind of geometry, and obviously being able to use computational tools makes the whole endeavor of math education much different. So let me see about the postulates and axioms. Yes, let's read those. Postulates 1. Let it be granted that a straight line may be drawn from any one point to any other point. Let it be granted that a finite straight line may be produced to any length in a straight line. Let it be granted that a circle may be described with any center at any distance from that center. Axioms. 1. Magnitudes which are equal to the same are equal to each other. If equals be added to equals, the sums will be equal. If equals be taken away from equals, the remainders will be equal. If equals be added to unequals, the sums will be unequal. If equals be taken away from unequals, the remainders will be unequal. The doubles of the same or equal magnitudes are equal. The halves of the same or equal magnitudes are equal. Magnitudes which coincide with one another or exactly fill the same space are equal. The whole is greater than its part. Two straight lines cannot include a space. All right angles are equal. If two straight lines meet a third straight line, so as to make the two interior angles on the same side less than two right angles, these two straight lines will meet if they be produced on the side on which the angles are less than two right angles. So I need to stop for now. We'll continue later.